Dajaha, hi guys, it's Shanae and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a first impressions, and then next week I'm also going to be doing a first impressions, and you guys can let me know which one of the two first impressions you'd prefer an entire series reaction on, or if there's something else that you guys would rather prefer. I'm kind of unsure at the moment of what I want to react to next in terms of donghua. I'm currently holding off on reacting to any Japanese animations because I'm still fighting a copyright for the first Japanese animated reaction that I did, and I know that the Japanese copyright laws are looser than the US ones, so it's very complicated. So for now I'm not taking any suggestions for Japanese animations. I'm sorry about that, but yeah. Sorry, I forgot to mention the donghua that I'm reacting to today is the animated version of Graverobbers Chronicles. I'm really excited for this one. I have more or less an idea of what to expect in terms of the story because it's a reboot of the second season of Lost Tomb. We'll see how it goes. Again, I'm really excited. I hope you guys will be too. But before we get into it, I just want to say a quick and massive thank you to all my amazing patrons and channel members. And if you're interested in joining either of those for early access and uncut reactions, the links for it will be in the description below, along with my social media and my PO box. And if you want to subscribe, that's always greatly appreciated. But now, without further ado, let's get into today's video.
有一些事情我必须要告诉你，我的记忆力变得非常差，那就是使用这种能量的后遗症。
Oh, this sounds so creepy.
因为在你身上也有这种奇特的能量。
Oh, my soul. Ooh, that was a nice illustration of time passing. Ah, my soul. Serious pickpocketer. Really?
今天可以啊！少废话，要不是我盯着你，你小子今天就栽了。
Oh, goodness.
这可有点意思啊！没想到还设了个代号呢。
Release certificate.
这下同行是冤家。
Please tell me that's what.
法网恢恢，疏而不漏，身手一时爽，亲人两行泪。
So, released from prison or
小
what?
子，学习的不错，不过光背口号没什么用。
This is so weird, Bushan. Oh my soul, heart attack. Shaka looks awesome. And Wuxia, I love that character design as well. Obviously, when I looked it up before, I saw what Wuxia would look like, so I'm not that surprised. But Xiaoga, I did not see. That's so cool. I wish I could have seen Pangza as well, because I think there was like a very brief flash of him, but I didn't see much.
喂，谁啊？喂，是我啊。老痒，听你这嗓子，还真是发育了哈。你还有脸打电话？这几年一点音信也不给我，我还以为你死了呢。哎，
His like casualness after beating up all those men, not great.
你小子晚上没事吧？咱们去搓一顿呗，拜拜。
Interesting. I have to say, like, just from that dream flashback that Wuxia just had, I would have loved to see the entire series done as animations. Like, I absolutely adore the live actions, don't get me wrong, I don't want those to stop at all. But on top of that, I would love to also see all of it animated, because that single scene alone was so intriguing and it looked awesome. I might be a little bit too much of a fan of Lost Tomb, not gonna lie. Interesting cut. Oh my soul, the food looks amazing.
你那个老表听说还没出来呢。别提了，还不是被他连累的，偷摸了宝贝，还敢四处嚷嚷。宝贝？什么宝贝？
Yeah, I was about to ask the same thing.
那东西邪门得很。你还不知道我家？我深得爷爷真传，只要你说出个形状。你见过这东西没？
What did he draw with or on? I'm so confused.
那这3年，画画一点也没长进。2个分叉。
The way he's like judging him for that, but that's such a wishy thing to do as well. In the middle of something super serious.
画的跟个树杈似的，这就是个树杈，手腕粗的青铜树杈。
The sudden lighting shift.
当时我听着我老表一路忽悠，去了秦岭深处。我们在里面走了10几天。正当我们心灰意冷的时候，出现了不一样的东西。密密麻麻
Was that a compass that was being thrown off the
爬
wall?
满了地面，根本无法正常行走。
Frick! I started so badly. Whee! Because that doesn't look creepy at all.
这老话说，闲地不长蒿，日上九八桥。出山不冒林，必有沙泥桃。草木生长不正常。我们顺着食人的线索，继续往深处走。走着走着，里面出现了一条古道。
I don't know how these people do it. I do not have enough nerves of steel to ever do something like this. Though I suppose, to be fair, if you're exploring somewhere, you don't necessarily think something terrible is gonna happen to you.
我们在里
Oh
面
my soul, this
连
place
走
looks
了好几
awesome.
个小时，越走四周的气生根就越密集，最后那种格局就好像是一座倒扣的金字塔。
That does look very cool. I mean, I probably wouldn't continue going down there because you don't know how sound the structure still is. But it is amazing.
但那并不是古墓，更像是一座祭坛，中间的图景大概有10多米深。
Oh
手
my
电照
word.
下去，祭坛下面一定有东西。哎呀，有你的呀！我和老表2人轮流交替，一直打了15米也没有见。
Oh my word.
算开了眼了，不如撤了。
It's interesting to me how they decided to obscure the cousin's face for the most part. It's kind of sets off some red flags, shall we say.
被什么东西给控制了，我就是想继续开门。我有种强烈的感觉，这下面一定藏着秘密。
Oh, I don't like this. It feels like he's kind of losing it. Like he's being driven by something. Oh my soul, if it really made that much noise, probably you'd be dead.
真的是青铜器？那当然，这东西起码得有30米高，这么大的东西，得有上万人一起铸造吧？
Yeah, that is
你就
massive.
吹吧，哪有那么大的器物啊？哼，那是你们没见过世面。切。
Ah, you'd be surprised. He's like been around the block a bit.
你看看这个，叮，咦，怎么样啊？
I'm trying to remember, but I think because at this point I've read up until book 5 of the series, and obviously I've watched most of the shows. So I remember there were these small ball-like things that contained insects in them, insects that could kill. Now I'm wondering if that has anything to do with it, because I'm struggling. I remember the broad strokes of what happened in this book and series, but I can't remember the fine details, so now I'm kind of torn between that and something else that I don't want to suggest, because spoilers.
这东西你从哪弄来的？
Because he seems so alarmed by it, that's the thing.
先放手！再救我可急了啊！就是我在那个土坑挖洞的时候，无意间挖出来的。
Oh my soul.
那粽子呀，
Imagine if
被
he
藤绳裹得跟个蛹一样。
caused a collapse.
身份率比较高的人生，这件东西就戴在那个粽子的耳朵上，青中带黑，没见过吧？嘿。
No, I think he has.
哎，你这是什么表情啊？你紧张什么呀？你真眼红了？
I would be terrified if Wushi looked at me like that. Oh, damn, I was right. Ew.
我在鲁王宫和海底墓都见过，这种淫荡诡异的景，只要一发生，就能蛊惑人心。一比啊，我就什么都不是喽。
And this is like right after he told them, oh, you have no world experience.
你要
I
是喜欢，
wouldn't want that
就
thing
送
near
给你。
me. Why sniff
喂
it?，
哎，难怪你没事，这里面灌了松香，不会响了。但你可不是一般人，知
I
道
mean,
你
that is true.
好奇我再去那个地方看看，那地方我都做了记号了。
But I don't
你
think
得
he
了吧，
wants
白受教育
that.
了。再犯事可是从重罚，小心把你毙了。
Yeah, maybe don't discuss that in the middle of the road.
我说你怎么一根筋啊？你要是缺钱就说话，兄弟我给你拿不就行了吗？
Ouch.
得了，你还记得你小时候老和我说你爷爷的故事吗？还拿他的宝贝给我炫耀。
The special thing that he's talking about is the Graverobbers notebook.
这3年里，
The art style is
我
really
每
beautiful. I like
天都会想
the
起
way
你。
it's illustrated.
少胡扯！你老表可没听我讲故事，装什么文青？哎，
Wait,
好
what? So is this actually the guy that had the massive beard and just looked a lot like him, or what?
我跟你说的是真的。一来，我就是好奇想回去看看；二来，你不是说你三叔失踪了吗？既然有这种铃铛，保不齐有什么新线索。
Muscle, he just knows how to manipulate Wuxia, doesn't he?
三叔，你自己说想找你三叔的。再说了，陪我走一趟怎么了啊？我还能害你啊？仗着你会点风水，
I mean, yeah, you probably could.
你就陪你走一趟。不过先说好了，你什么都不许拿。还有，把那铃铛给我。
I don't like the way they focused in on that smile.
你还给我装坏？你小子早就想去，你找死啊你！你说话还得算话。过来。
Oh, goodness. This music's like very similar to the music they have in the live actions.
你这长相，一认一个准。
Yeah, I
说的也是。
like, even if I didn't have more or less memory of what happened, I would not trust this man with my life at all. There's only one person who usually wears a hood like that. Okay, so I'm quite excited to continue watching this, even if I don't continue reacting to it. As always, it will depend on your guys' feedback if I continue reacting to it. But I have to say, I was actually quite impressed with this first episode. I sometimes find that I struggle with the animation in donghwas, some can be absolutely phenomenal and some can be less so, and I was a bit worried about this one because I didn't know how well funded it is. So yeah, this animation I was quite impressed with, and I really enjoyed the introduction of this first episode. I'm intrigued though, because from what I remember of the original novel, and I think this is going to be more based on the novel than on the live action adapted version of this, but from what I remember from the novel, Schalke and Pangsa never show up, and yet even at the end of this episode we already caught a glimpse of who I am assuming to be Schalke. And yeah, I have to admit, like, for me this was one of the harder books to read because we didn't have the dynamic trio together. So I would be up for them changing that, but I am kind of just intrigued to see how they would change it, if they're going to change it, how all of this is going to work. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my first impressions, and otherwise I'll see you guys again next time. ZHENG!